It is 2:47 in the morning. Your phone explodes with a call. Armed hostage situation, active threat, lives on the line, and you have less than 8 minutes to get there. You are not a regular police officer. You are something else entirely. You are the last line between a monster and the innocent. Every single day you operate in situations that most people only see in action movies. But this is not a movie. This is your life. Today, you are going to live it. From the moment your alarm goes off to the second you breach that door, welcome to your life as a SWAT operator. And trust me when I say this, nothing can fully prepare you for what comes next. Act 1. How it all starts. Before you ever wore that tactical vest, you were just another kid with a dream. Maybe you grew up watching news footage of SWAT teams rappelling from helicopters. Or maybe someone in your family served. Either way, something inside you said, this is the path. But here is what most people do not tell you. You cannot just walk into a SWAT unit. You have to earn it. And that process starts at the very bottom. Most departments require you to have at least 2 to 3 years as a patrol officer before you can even apply for a SWAT position. 2 to 3 years of traffic stops, domestic disputes, and overnight shifts. You eat gas station food at 3 in the morning more times than you can count. You respond to calls that shake you. Some of them stay with you for years. But this is where the foundation is built. Many departments also prefer or require a college degree. Criminal justice, law enforcement, or a related field gives you a real edge over the competition. And if you have military experience, especially from special operations like the Army Rangers or Marine Recon, that is a massive advantage going in. After your years on patrol, the day finally arrives. You see the posting, SWAT tryouts. Your heart rate doubles just reading the words. These tryouts are not casual. They are designed to break you down and see what you are made of. Departments receive dozens of applications for a handful of spots. The physical test alone is brutal. You run timed miles. You drag weighted dummies. You climb walls. You do it all while instructors watch your every move. Then comes the marksmanship qualification. Because in this unit, missing is not acceptable. Your accuracy with a handgun, rifle, and submachine gun must be near perfect. Pass all of that, and you still face a psychological evaluation and a panel interview. They need to know you can handle the pressure without breaking. Act 2. The training. You make the team. Let that sink in. Less than 2% of officers who apply ever get this far. But the real work has not even started. SWAT training covers everything that patrol school never taught you. Close quarters combat, breaching techniques, hostage rescue tactics, night operations. You learn to operate specialized vehicles including armored trucks. You train with concussion grenades and flashbang devices. You train with night vision systems that make the darkness look like daytime. Suddenly, a world that was invisible becomes crystal clear. Snipers on the team go through additional training with precision rifles. Every role has its own specialized school, and each one pushes you to your limit. And through all of it, your team becomes something more than coworkers. They become family. Because when things go wrong out there, they are the only ones standing with you. Even after initial training, you train every single week. Physical conditioning, weapons qualification, scenario drills. The training never stops. Most SWAT officers are also part-time. In a recent study, only 1.7% of departments had full-time SWAT teams. That means after training, you go back to patrol duties. You are a patrol officer. Until the radio crackles and the tone drops, and then you are something completely different. You have minutes to get to the staging area, gear up, and receive your briefing. There is no time for second thoughts. Act 3. The call-out. Let us walk through a real call-out. It is a Tuesday afternoon. You are finishing a report at your desk when everything changes. Armed subject, barricaded inside a residential home, believed to be holding a family member against their will. SWAT is requested. You do not panic. You shift. Your mind moves from routine mode into tactical mode. You have trained for this exact moment. At the staging area, your commander gives a rapid briefing using satellite maps of the property. Every exit is accounted for. Every team member knows their assignment. Your team divides into elements. You have a breach team, a perimeter team, a sniper element, and a negotiation element. It is a machine with many moving parts. Negotiators try first, always, because the goal is never just to end the situation. The goal is to end it safely for everyone involved, including the suspect. You hold your position. Minutes feel like hours. The negotiator works the phone. You breathe slowly and focus on what is directly in front of you. 30 minutes pass. The suspect is not cooperating. The situation is escalating. The commander makes the call to move to a tactical solution. You get the signal. The team moves. No talking, just hand signals. Every operator knows exactly what they are doing and where they need to be. The breacher steps forward with the door ram. One swing, two at most, and then everything happens at once. Loud commands fill the air. Clear, clear, moving! Every room gets checked. Every corner gets swept. You move fast, but you move smart. You locate the subject. He drops his weapon the moment he sees your team. The hostage is unharmed. The call is over. As the adrenaline fades, you realize your hands are completely steady, because that is what training does. It takes the panic out of the situation. The hostage is escorted to safety. She is shaking. She cannot stop saying thank you. And in that moment, every sleepless night and brutal training session makes complete sense. Back at the staging area, the commander conducts an after-action review. Every decision gets analyzed. What worked? What could be better? The team never stops improving. This is the rhythm of the job. Long periods of quiet and routine followed by moments that demand everything you have. Act 4. The real life of a SWAT operator. So what does the daily life actually look like when there is no call-out? It might surprise you. Most of your days are spent on regular patrol, traffic stops, community policing, writing reports. The same work as any patrol officer. But every week you have mandatory SWAT training sessions, weapons drills, fitness tests, scenario exercises. You keep the blade sharp. You are on call around the clock. Your bag is packed. Your gear is staged. You can be fully equipped and out the door in under 3 minutes. This affects your personal life. Vacations get canceled. Family dinners get interrupted. Birthdays sometimes go unattended because duty calls. The mental and emotional toll is real. You see things in this job that most people will never encounter. Processing that requires discipline and support. Many departments have now prioritized peer support programs and mental wellness resources, because the strongest operators know when to ask for help. Now let us talk about the pay. The average SWAT officer in the United States earns between $60,000 and $90,000 per year. In major cities and federal agencies, that number can climb well above $100,000, especially with overtime, hazard pay, and specialty bonuses. Some departments pay an additional monthly stipend just for being on the SWAT team. It is not about getting rich, but the compensation reflects the sacrifice. Beyond the pay, SWAT membership opens doors. Promotions, federal agency recruitment, instructor positions, leadership roles. Your career path expands dramatically. Many SWAT operators eventually move into federal law enforcement, joining agencies that handle the most serious threats facing the country. Others become instructors, training the next generation of tactical operators, passing on the knowledge that was once passed to them. And some lead teams of their own. Tactical commanders who orchestrate operations with calm precision, earning the trust of everyone under their command. Act 5. The cost and the calling. Let us be honest about something. This job is not for everyone, and that is not an insult. It is simply the truth. The physical demands are unrelenting. You must maintain peak fitness not for one test, but for your entire career. Your body is a tool, and you must keep it sharp. The emotional weight of the job builds over years. You carry the memories of the calls that went perfectly and the ones that did not. Yet every single person on a SWAT team chose this life knowing the cost. Because they believe the work matters. Because they believe in protecting people who cannot protect themselves. In 2005, at least 80% of American towns with more than 25,000 residents already had their own SWAT team. Today, that number is even higher. These teams respond to over 50,000 operations per year across the United States. That is more than 130 callouts every single day. Hostage rescues, barricaded suspects, counterterrorism support, high-risk warrant service. Every day in America, SWAT teams are at work. And behind every one of those operations is a person who gave up a normal life to serve something greater than themselves. Their families carry the weight too. Spouses and children who understand that at any moment, the phone can ring. that their loved one runs toward what everyone else runs from. That is the other side of the badge that nobody talks about in the movies. The love and sacrifice that exists behind the uniform. When a SWAT operator retires, they leave behind a legacy. Years of community protection, lives saved, situations resolved that could have ended in tragedy. That legacy does not come from chasing glory. It comes from showing up, day after day, ready to do the hardest job in law enforcement. So what does it actually take to live this life? It takes years of patience before you even get the chance to try. It takes a body you are willing to push past every comfortable limit. A mind trained to stay calm when everything around you is chaos. It takes a team you trust completely and teammates who trust you the same way. Because in the moments that matter most, you are all each other has. And it takes a reason, a purpose larger than yourself. Something that keeps you going when the job gets heavy and the nights get long. If you think you have what it takes, the path is real. It is hard, it is demanding, but it is one of the most meaningful careers in American law enforcement. The first SWAT team was established in Los Angeles in 1968. Over half a century later, the mission has never changed. Protect life, resolve danger, bring people home safely. That is what a SWAT operator does. Every single shift, every single call out. This was your life as a SWAT operator, from the first alarm to the final debrief. Now you know what the badge really costs. If this video gave you a new perspective on the men and women who run toward danger so you do not have to, drop a comment below. Tell me what surprised you most. And if you want more inside looks at careers that most people will never experience, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We drop new videos every week. See you in the next one.